Hi dear students, welcome back to the last session of Constitutional Design, the Democratic Politics chapter of class 9th CBSE. In our last class, we already discussed the path of Constitution, the making of the Indian Constitution, etc. Even we discussed the Constituent Assembly in detail. Today we are going to understand the guiding values of the Indian Constitution. Here we discuss the philosophy of Indian Constitution, the words spoken by Gandhiji, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Jawaharlal Nehru about the Indian Constitution. After we will also discuss the important values or principles described in the Preamble of the Indian Constitution. There we will in detail discuss the ideas like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, etc. very clearly. Dear children, at first let us understand what actually the Indian Constitution consists of. Which are the different subjects, topics or values it describes. This is what we actually trying to understand as a philosophy of Indian Constitution. The preamble or the introduction of Indian Constitution almost throw light towards the philosophy of Indian Constitution. You might have observed that in the Constitution Assembly, Gandhiji was not a member. Remember, actually, Gandhiji was not a member in the Constituent Assembly. And remember that Gandhiji died in 1948 before we become a republic. But Gandhiji in 1931 itself, in his magazine called Young India, had very clearly written what he wanted the Indian Constitution to do. See, he said that I shall strive for a constitution which will release India from all thraldom and patronage. I shall work for an India in which the poorest shall feel that it is their country in whose making they have an effective voice, an India in which there shall be no high class and no low class of people, an India in which all communities shall live in perfect harmony. Gandhiji also said, there can be no room in such an India for the curse of untouchability or the curse of the intoxicating drinks and drugs. Women shall enjoy the same rights as men. I shall be satisfied with nothing else. We can see, though Gandhiji was not a member of the Constituent Assembly of India, majority of the ideas that Gandhiji stood for are included in the Indian Constitution. Even Dr. Ambedkar has shared his idea regarding the values of Indian Constitution. You know, Gandhiji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar struggled for the upliftment of the low caste people or Dalit people. Though there was much controversy between Gandhiji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar about the existing inequalities and the solution of its eradication. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said that on the 26th of January 1950, we are going to enter a life of contradictions. In politics, we will have equality, and in social and economic life, we will have inequality. Remember why he said so? He said that we are getting independence we got independence in 1947. We are getting republic in 1950. with a constitution where politically we all are equal. But he mentioned that there is a contradiction. There is a difference. What is the difference? This equality will belong only in politics, but economic and social life, the inequality will continue. Actually, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was trying to tell a fact. Even today we can see, politically we have one man, one vote, one value. But economically, socially, still India has not achieved equality. See what actually Dr. Ambedkar continued. In our social and economic life, we shall, by reason of our social and economic structure, continue to deny the principle of one man, one value. How long shall we continue to live this life of contradictions? How long shall we continue to deny equality in our social and economic life? If we continue to deny it for long, we will do so only by putting our political democracy in peril. Actually, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was very much dissatisfied about the inequality that existed in the field of economy and society, even after India became freedom, as well as even after India got a republic. That is what actually Dr. B.R. Ambedkar reflected here. The problem of the minorities, the problem of the SC/ST, the problem of the untouchables, the problem of the downtrodden people. Still in India, if you analyze, we can see the constitution provides all kind of equality, liberty, but the socially and economically backward people, Adivasis, low caste people, economically landless people, still don't know the meaning of equality. Dear children, now let's understand what actually Jawaharlal Nehru said about the Indian Constitution. Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. So Jawaharlal Nehru continue a little more about his words regarding the Indian Constitution. Dear children, now let's move to the last part of this chapter, that is the philosophy of the Constitution. Here we are going to understand the preamble of the Indian Constitution in detail. Preamble is nothing but the introductory part of the Constitution. You know, all the countries' constitutions, including the American Constitution, have an introduction which we call usually preamble. The Indian Constitution preamble, you can see in the picture here, it reads like this: We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. This is a preamble of Indian Constitution. Now let us carefully understand the meaning of each of its key words. First of all, let's see the starting, we the people of India. So this term means that The Indian Constitution is prepared and enacted by the people of India through their representatives. That means the Indian Constitution is not prepared by a person or an institution. It is prepared by indirectly the people of India. Next, the term sovereign. This word meaning. Sovereign means the people of India have the supreme right to make decision on the internal as well as the external matters of India. This is very important because before 1947, the British, they took all the rights regarding the internal and external matters of India. But now we declare that Indian government will take all the internal and external related decisions of India. That is what means by sovereign. Next word is socialist. This word is very familiar to you. Socialism means equality. It means wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by the society. Government always regulate the ownership of land and industry by the private individuals to reduce socio-economic inequalities. So briefly understand that socialism means government as well as the cooperatives as well as the group of individuals, they will generate the wealth socially and they will share. We have mixed economy. So many of the part of the Indian economy is handled by the government. So government always try to make all the individuals to grow equally. Government does not want to support any individual to grow himself or herself separately. Understood? So socialist idea means wealth and economy is equally distributed among the individuals. That is an intended goal of Indian Constitution. Next one is secular. India is a secular country. The meaning is very clear to you. That means India will not have any state religion. India will never support or never oppose particularly any religion. All the citizens of India will have the complete freedom to follow any religion. India will not have any official religion. All the people who belong to every religion will be treated equally without any segregation. That is what we call secularism. So, India we can see, though around 80% of the people belong to Hindu religion, India is not a Hindu country like Nepal or a Muslim country like Pakistan. India is a secular country where every religion and people are treated equally. The fifth point is democratic. The term democratic is very clear to you. It's India will have a form of government where people enjoy equal political rights. People elect their own rulers and people rule themselves. So that is what we call democracy, the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Even today we are enjoying that. The next principle is republic. What is the meaning of republic? The head of the state is an elected person and not a hereditary position. Remember what was the condition before 1947? There was monarchy in India in many local kingdoms. Even British Queen was the head of our country, and there were many kings of the local territories as the head of the state. Hereditary means first Babur, next Humayun, next Akbar, Shah Jahan. So it continues. But now it is not like that. India is a republic. The head of the state will be always elected by the people. That is why previously we had APJ Abdul Kalam was there, later Ramnath Kovind is there now. So the head of the country will be elected by people or people's representatives. Next term is justice. Justice is a known term to you. Citizens cannot be discriminated on the grounds of caste, religion and gender. All people will be socially equal, and government always work for the welfare of poor people or disadvantaged groups. So justice means nothing but all will be treated equally, irrespective of caste, religion or gender. Next one is liberty. Liberty means no unwanted or unreasonable restrictions on the citizens. Liberty means nothing but freedom. People will have complete freedom, not like under British or not like Africa under British. People will have the right to express their thoughts, their idea, their expression, their belief, their faith, worship, everything. They will have liberty, freedom. Next one is equality. Equality, as I told you, all are equal before the law. Even the Prime Minister or even a farmer or a illiterate or literate or a woman or a man, whoever it is, all will be treated equally before the law. The traditional social inequalities have to be ended. No Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, no rich, no poor, nothing. All are equal. Equality of status and of opportunity. And the last one is fraternity. Fraternity is nothing but brotherhood. All the people of the country should behave as if they are the members of the same family. No individual of India will be treated as inferior or superior. All will be considered as brothers and sisters. So these are the 10 important guiding principles that is mentioned in the preamble of Indian Constitution. You have to read it again and understand. Dear children, today we have discussed about the final part of the constitutional design. I hope you understood what Gandhiji as well as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Jawaharlal Nehru spoke about the Indian Constitution, and also the important guiding principles of the preamble of the Indian Constitution. Read the textbook thoroughly and understand the ideas. These are very important even for in class 10th. And whichever the place you have doubt regarding any of the matters, please contact me and underline the points and send to me, as well as few assignment questions will be sent along with this. You have to do it and also send to me as early as possible. Thank you.